Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for pressing play. Today we have some information about the C8 Corvette Z06, and it's not good news. Yeah, let's jump right into this one. All right, guys, so just like I said there in the beginning, we do have some bad news about the C8 Corvette Z06 today. We've been getting a good bit of good news recently, and we were on a good track for good news, but we knew it had to break at some point. And today the information comes to me from one of my subscribers on Instagram that some of the dealerships out there are canceling C8 Corvette Z06 orders. Now, I'm going to throw up a picture here right on the screen to let you see what's going on with it, but basically the information is as follows. It comes to us from Don Mealy Chevrolet, which is, of course, in the Florida area. And it says, "Dear customer, we regret to inform you that due to a lack of timely updates from General Motors, together with the lack of pricing information and no foreseeable scheduled production, Don Mealy Chevrolet has been forced to remove reservation lists for the 2023 Z06 Corvettes at this time. Please know that all the deposits will be refunded by July 7th, 2022. We truly apologize for any inconvenience that this situation may have caused. However, we believe we cannot hold these funds for these vehicles until this situation improves and prices and delivery dates become available. We will continue to update our customer base as information becomes available. Thank you, John Bohm," which is the general sales manager over there at Don Mealy. Now, what does this mean for you? I'll be honest, I was very surprised to see something like this whenever I woke up this morning. This has a lot of interesting implications for GM, specifically that dealership. In my opinion, this has a couple different possible meanings. The biggest one that stands out in my head is that they are refunding deposits because they took those deposits at MSRP, which means they want to be able to charge over MSRP for this car. And the only way to do it is to make it look like they're refunding the deposits out of the kindnesses of their heart. And in the future, they'll probably charge over MSRP, but who knows? I don't know why they would be doing this. There's a couple other reasons that they could be doing this, and one of them is genuine. Maybe they really don't want to keep holding people's money without any kind of information. Now, if you guys out there are anything like some of the other customers, I know people are calling their dealerships on pretty much a daily basis trying to get some information about the Z06 because we're all super anxious for this car. So maybe this dealership was just overhearing those phone calls, didn't have anything new to say to anybody, so they thought they would just refund everything and call it a day until we have some solid news, which is kind of what this seems like it is to me. But either way, the fact that they're refunding this money and they are an actual Chevrolet dealership, it's interesting. I don't understand fully why they would want to do something like this. It's definitely going to upset their customer base because from what it sounds like, they had quite a few orders in there. But today's the 13th of July, and they said that the refunding of all of the deposits would be done by the 7th. So something tells me this was actually handed out probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. And since then, we have been getting some good news for the Z06, so it's hard to say what's going on here. Now, I don't personally have any experience with the Don Mealy Chevrolet dealership, but I searched for them online real quick just to see what kind of size dealership we're talking about here, and they do look like they're one of the bigger ones in the Florida area there. So again, it is kind of concerning to see something like this sent out. Now, Chevy has been pretty tight-lipped about updates with the Z06, and that could be part of the reason here. Like I said, a lot of the dealerships are tired of answering questions that they don't have the answers to because Chevrolet is not giving them any information either. With the way the dealerships are nowadays, I'm leaning towards the fact that they're giving back these deposits because they were accepted at MSRP and they want to charge over MSRP. You guys out there, you already know the car is going to be insanely popular. It's already got a whole bunch of hype behind it, and they're seeing a possibility here. That's my opinion, of course, so it might be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. Otherwise, I am very curious as to why they would have done something like this. But either way, guys, this is only one dealership doing it at this point, but it is something that could possibly catch on, and hopefully it doesn't work its way down the line and a lot of other dealerships start doing the same thing. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is this something that you have seen? Let me know if your dealership has done this to you, or if you have an order in with Don Mealy and you've seen this sheet as well. Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm always interested in engaging in a conversation with you guys, especially when it's about the Z06, because like I said, the car is super hyped and I'm super excited for it. This kind of stuff I do not like to see because it just really means all of us aren't going to get the car and be able to experience it in a timely manner, and that's unfortunate. This is one of those things that everybody should be able to experience. I know some people out there are even still waiting for their C8 Corvettes, and I said the same thing whenever that car came out. Fortunate that we can't all just get them at the same time and have fun with them like we could back in the day. But with the material shortages and everything nowadays, it's tough. So anyway, like I said, guys, it is July 13th today. So it means all of these should have been refunded by now. If you were one of the ones affected by this, like I said, let me know. I am curious to hear how it was handled and if they gave you any further reason why this happened. Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, guys, there is one other piece of information that I wanted to touch on that I did talk about in my live video, which I do every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is something that came to us from the mid-engine Corvette forum.com, and it is good news. Like I said, it's about the Z06 parts starting to appear in GM's computer parts catalog. Now, why that's good news is because GM's literally updating the parts in their own catalog so people can find specific C8 Corvette Z06 parts and buy them. Now, again, that's pretty cool because it just means we're that much closer to the car arriving. Now, this is kind of on the contrary to the news I just gave you, because this article actually came out on the 11th of July, so just 2 days ago, letting us know that the car's close. So this is the kind of stuff that the dealership didn't really want to be bothered with, it seems like, because the information is out there if you dig for it, but they just didn't have anything official from GM to show that there was any date on this car, or so I speculate. I mean, there's really no clear answer as to why the dealership's doing what they're doing, but I'm able to see a lot of stuff online, a lot of people talking about different rumors online that kind of makes sense that the car's coming pretty soon. And the last little bit of information I heard is that the car is going to start production in August at some point, and they're going to be shipping to customers in September at some point. So that's what makes sense to me based on some of the rumors I'm seeing here. But again, the dealership might be waiting for something official from GM and they haven't been getting it. Now, the link will be in the description down below, of course, to the mid-engine Corvette forum.com, where we can talk a little bit more about these parts showing up. And one of them is specifically the Jake logo X brace for the Z06. Now, again, this is a specific part for the Z06. You can tell by looking at the fact that that intake manifold is the Z06 intake, not the C8 Corvette. So this is interesting that these parts are starting to show up because, like I said, GM's only going to do that if the car is pretty freaking close to being available. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much the news. I didn't want to end it on a bad note. I do want to give you guys some ray of hope because the car, in my opinion, it's got to be coming soon based on some of the things between the GM parts catalog being updated with Z06 parts and the rumor of the Z06 being over in the Nürburgring again to get us a final number. It seems like the car's coming soon, but this latest piece of information from the dealership kind of put a shadow over that because it is unfortunate. Some people's orders are going to be canceled and refunded for unknown reasons at this point. But again, guys, like I said, if you are part of that dealership, let me know in the comment section down below if you got your money back and if they gave you any further information. I would definitely want to hear from you. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw, please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content so we can kind of break YouTube's algorithm and get this out to as many other Corvette enthusiasts as possible. I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys have any questions about the content, leave them in the comment section down below. Like I said, I'm always interested in engaging in conversation with you guys because I love Corvettes just as much as you do. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'm going to have loads of content like this coming you're not going to want to miss. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next upload.